It says I'm recording, it says my voice is registering, and I am tired. Welcome to Magic. I bought gems just for this, so hopefully we can win. And even if we don't win anything, we can get 200 gems back and 3 extra packs, so let's go. Let's purchase it. Open 6 packs to craft your sealed deck. Alright, let's do it. Alright, let's just open. Do they all open at the same time though? No? Okay, we're gonna do it. Oh, we do it all at the same time. I was really confused. I was like, why are there only 6 cards in this one? Okay, so these are the rares open in your sealed pack. So no red emblem I see. I'm seeing a lot of black and red. You have Dragonkin Berserker. First strike, both abilities you activate cost 1 less to activate for each dragon you control. I can boast after I attack, create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. I played against this card in ranked and I absolutely loved it. It destroyed me, but I absolutely loved seeing it work. We have Egon, God of Death, which can also transform into Throne of Death. Throne of Death says, at the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. I can pay 3 and tap to exile a creature card from your graveyard, draw a card. And Egon, God of Death says, Death Touch, at the beginning of your upkeep, exile 2 cards from your graveyard. If you can't, sacrifice Egon and draw a card. Huh, he's really cheap for a 6/6. I can see why you have to exile 2 cards. But that's interesting. We have a Merstern Predator. I don't know if I'm saying that right, and if I'm not, don't at me, because I know I'm probably saying it wrong. Flying, whenever a Merstern Predator becomes tapped, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard and put a +1/+1 counter on a Merstern Predator. Sacrifice another creature. A Merstern Predator gains indestructible until end of turn. Tap it. I think this right here, this is the card. I'm a big fan of flyers, so this is the card that's convincing me to go black-red. We also have Varagoth, Bloodsky Sire. This is great. Death Touch and Boast, pay 2. Target player searches their library for a card, then shuffles their library and puts that card on top of it. So I can target myself, I believe. Just gonna scroll through. We have some blue. We have, of course, our lovely black cards. I'm just briefly looking over. We have our red cards. All right, I'm seeing some familiar cards in the KALDHEIM series. KALDHEIM. Again, don't at me. I know I'm probably saying it wrong. Oh, we have a Saga in red and black. You may sacrifice a creature when you do Carter's Vicious Return. Carter's Vicious Return deals 3 damage to any target. Each player discards a card. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Whew. Alright, I am excited. We also have, look at that. We have Firja, and I just received her as well. Flying, lifelink, when you cast your second spell each turn, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them in your hand, the rest in your graveyard. That could come in handy if we wanted to splash some white in there. And it comes with a Saga as well. Let's see. Ascent of the Worthy. I don't have this one either. Choose a creature you control until your next turn. All damage that would be dealt to creatures you control is dealt to that creature instead. Return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield with a flying counter on it. That creature is an angel warrior in addition to its other types. Alright. Oh goodness, what white cards did I grab? Let me take a look. What white cards did I grab? I'm considering doing black, red, and white. Let's take a look. What control cards do I have though? There's Divine Gambit. Exile target artifact, creature, enchantment, and opponent controls. That player may put a permanent card from their hand onto the battlefield. Let's see. I like Bound in Gold. It restricts permanents. They can't attack block or crew vehicles, and you can only use mana abilities. I like that. I also like Golden Mall Champion. I can boast and pay 2, tap target creature. I like that. I don't know if there's enough white to merit splashing white, except for those 2 big ones further on. Blue, I don't see much that would make it worth it to play blue. I do. See, I really want to play around with Egon, and I really want to play with that other one. This boy right here. I want to play with him. He could come into handy too. But let's see. Let's take a look. Oh, I forgot about this boy. Oh, we need to play with the dragons. Okay, so we're definitely going to go with black red. We got to put him in there. For sure. Let's put Vargoth. Let's put... Oh my goodness. Let's see. At the beginning of upkeep, exile 2 cards from your graveyard. Write a plan as the Throne of Death. At the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. Exile a card from your graveyard. Draw a card. Let's play with him. I have a feeling I'll probably play him as the Throne of Death, more likely than not, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Oh, destroy target creature if the spell was foretold. Scry 2. Oh, there we go. We got some control right there. Let's take a look. Way down. There's an additional cost to cast the spell. Exile a creature card from your graveyard. Target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. I like it, and it only costs 1. Let's throw those in there. Why not? Let's see. What things stand out to me? What's Skimfire? Skimfire's Shadow Sage. When Skimfire's Shadow Sage, when this card, let's see, when this card enters the battlefield, choose 1. Each opponent loses X life, where X is the greatest number of creatures you control that have a creature type in common. Or you can gain life, you can gain X life, where X is the greatest number of creatures you control that have a creature type in common. Let me think about it. I'm seeing a lot of zombies. I'm seeing a lot of black zombies. I'm also seeing some elves. Let me add that. Let me take a look at the creature types in red, because I'm wanting to go red as well. Dwarves, I see multiples of. That's it, actually. Oh gosh. But I do see Smashing Success. Destroy target artifact or land. If an artifact is destroyed this way, create a treasure token that could come in handy, I suppose. So here's what I'm thinking. I have Snowfield Sinkhole, which can tap for either black or white. I'm really curious. I'm really curious about how these could play. Maybe I can play tricolored. Let's see, if I were to play tricolored, so let's see. Let's think about this. Let's think about this really hard. If I add this one in, let's say I add Ascent of the Worthy and Firja, because they seem so fun, but I don't know if I can pull it off. That's the thing. Oh, I can't forget Predator, so let's add him. What's this boy here? Cardor Doomscourge. When it enters the battlefield until your next turn, creatures your opponent control attack each combat if able and attack a player other than you if able. Whenever attacking a creature dies, your opponent loses 1 life and you gain life. I don't know. This could come into handy if I have a lot of creatures that can block. I might throw him in just to fool around. We might have to adjust our deck after the first game. Hopefully it'll allow us to sideboard a bit. This is the first time that I've done sealed. This is the first time I've done a draft on Magic the Gathering Arena, so I don't know how this is gonna work. But let's see, we have Carter's Vicious Return. Sure, why not? Let's throw these bad boys in. Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful mana curve. It's gorgeous. Ooh, it's a snow land. Shimmerdrift Veil enters the battlefield tapped. As Shimmerdrift Veil enters the battlefield, choose a color, add 1 mana to chosen color. We're gonna add those. We have 2 of those, which actually could come in handy if we decide to splash white. I'll have to think about it. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, if it was enchanted or equipped, return it to its owner's hand. I don't think I'm going to be playing with much equipment. That's the thing. Alright, so it looks like red, black, and white. Let's do this. Let's take a look. I'm gonna look for some more 1-costing creatures. Let's see, what do boasts do? Activate this ability only if this creature attacked this turn and only once each turn. Here's the thing, I'm also not familiar with boast. Can I boast before damage is dealt? That's the thing. In between an attack and before damage is dealt, I don't know. Let's see, X-Guard Cavalry, target creature gains haste until end of turn. I like that, it's a 2 costing. I was looking for something cheaper. Shackles of Treachery, gain control of target creature until end of turn, untap that creature until end of turn, it gains haste, and whenever this creature deals damage, destroy target equipment attached to it. That could come in handy. Elderfang Disciple could help me get some cards into my graveyard. Here's a good one, Priest of the Haunted Edge. Doesn't have any power, however, I can sacrifice it. Target creature gets -X/-X until end of turn, where X is the number of no lands you control. It would be a good blocker. I'll take him on. Let's see, I can pay 1 and pay Snow. Grim Draugr gets +1/+0 and gains Menace until end of turn. Let's grab him as well. This is a whole mess of cards. I don't know. I don't know where we're going with this deck. I should probably have some sort of idea what I'm doing before I actually do it. I probably shouldn't go in unprepared with no idea what I'm doing with this deck. I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen. I'm not used to playing with black, so I'm hesitant. However, I got really nice cards. Let's see what I might do. 1 bound in gold. Enchant permanent can't attack, block, or create vehicles, and its activated abilities. Oh, that's right. That's right. Let's add in 2 of these. Let's take a look. So we have Death Knell Berserker. It only costs 2. If its power was 3 or greater, create a 2/2 black zombie berserker creature token. Do I have anything that gives me buffs to my creatures? That's the thing. I like Death Knell Berserker. I like the idea of him. However, I don't think I'm playing with any cards that would like give individual creatures any additional toughness. That's the thing. I have some cards that like boost themselves, but it doesn't look like I have much. I don't have anything in my deck at the moment to help Death Knell Berserker, so we're gonna pass on him. Let's see. Oh gosh, what is Skull Raid? I haven't read this one yet, although I've seen this played against me. Target opponent discards 2 cards. If fewer than 2 cards were discarded this way, you draw cards equal to the difference. Sure, why not? Alright, let's take a look at my red as well. Fearless Pup. I'm tempted, because he's a cheap creature. However, I tend not to go aggro. I don't know, that's my comfort play style. I like to play for like the mid and the long game, but I might have to playing with red. We'll see. Although red's not my main color in this deck, so do I really have to go aggro? I think I'm gonna add X-Guard Cavalry. I can pay 2, it's a 2/2, and I can give haste to creatures that come into the field. Could come into handy. And let's grab 1 more card. I'm looking at Seize the Spoils as well. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card, draw 2 cards, and create a treasure token, which it's a one-time thing. It adds 1 card to my graveyard. I don't know. What's my mana curve looking like? Let's see. I honestly think this is pretty good. I have a good amount of creatures, I have a good amount of non-creatures. Actually, the split is even. 11 creatures, 11 non-creatures. I have 1 more spot in my deck. Let's see. I'm thinking, wow, that creature. See, the creatures that I have 5 berserkers. That's the most creatures I have, so they're all over the place. I'll be honest, they're all over the place. But let's see, we have room for 1 more card. Let's make it a good one. Let's see, Craven Hulk. It's a 4/4. Craven Hulk can't block alone. It's unfortunate. Let's see, Shackles of Treachery looks fun. Dwarven Reinforcements, create 2/1 Red Dwarf Berserker creature tokens, and I can foretell for 2. Which could come in handy early game. It would get some creatures out, but again, I don't have things that buff other creatures, so I'm hesitant to take this knowing that they're gonna stay 2/1 red dwarfs. They're not gonna grow at all. Let's see, the spell costs 3 less to cast if you control a giant. How many giants do I have? 0. So guess that decision is made for me. Let me take a look at my color list. Oh, I had this boy right here. Whenever an untoken creature you control dies, if it was enchanted or equipped, return it to its owner's hands. Hang on, could I take coal? Wait, I have a piece of equipment. I have the Dwarven hammer. Is that the only piece of equipment that I have? Let's take a look. Yes, it is the only piece of equipment that I have. But if I can get that out with coal, then anything I attach it to will just return to my own hands. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Iron Verdict because I can foretell pay 2 of any color, and then as soon as I get a white, I can spend 1 white mana, tap 1 plains, and it can deal 5 damage to a target tapped creature. And I think I have plenty of creatures. When I take a look at what I have, I only have 2 instances at the moment. I think this will help me at least stay in control of my opponent just a little more than if I didn't. So I'm gonna grab him, and let's go ahead and replace all of these with snowlands because I think there's 1 card. Where is he? There's 1 card that I picked up. I'm really bad with names. So pardon me, this one, Grim Draugr, requires snow, so we're gonna replace all of these with snow. Whoa, do I only have 2 snow oh boy, alright. Let me take a look at my lands again. Do I? Okay, there we go. Alright. Okay, apparently I cannot add an infinite number of snowlands in sealed. It kind of makes sense because I guess you have to draw into them. But yeah, let's replace the swamp with the snow swamp. Let's replace a mountain with the snow mountain because that's all I have apparently. And we just need 2 more plains to replace the plains that I took away. Wow. Which one is the prettiest? Because that's the most important part of all of this. Let's grab these. I like the sunrise. We can do a sunrise and sunset. Look at that. Pro moves. All right. This jank deck, and it's not jank for a good reason. I have no strategy. This is gonna be fan-frickin-tastic. But I like my mana curve. My mana curve's making me very optimistic. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Sure, let's be done. This is gonna be great. All right, first battle. Let's do this.